Ha! He is here today. Let's take a look at Pegasus. Saddle up to take flight, the heroic flying horse Pegasus swoops in to damage and debuffs enemies. Foes will have trouble hitting this agile ally. Alright then. Oh yes, I get it, okay. Headbutt, snort, headbutt. Okay, yeah, this is the damage. I thought it was a tank. What did I read? It was okay, no. Yes, we finally have another horse added to the game. So, let's just jump right into it. This is the next prize wall for the blue team. He's probably already got a patch. Yes, he does. But we're here to look at your skills. Now, I remember reading this, and I remember last week I was waiting for it to show up, but didn't show up yet. It was a week. The patch notes came a week before the actual character. Pegasus cleanses himself before leaping into the air, cheerfully flapping his wings. All enemies... Excuse me, I felt a burp coming on, but it was a false alarm. Sorry. All enemies are dealt fantastic damage and are shattered for 20 seconds. 20 seconds? When Pegasus lands, he gains 100% basic damage and skill power per enemy hit for 20 seconds and 6 stacks of hardy. Any character that just gains stacks of hardy is, like, very annoying to deal with, as I've tried to, like, countless disable... It's like, when I'm up against a team and I have hardy, the enemy is just constantly throwing on stacks of fatigue or tons of, like, disables, and the stacks of hardy end up not really mattering. And yet when I use fatigue, they end up having lots of stacks of hardy. So for some reason, I always have less hardy and less fatigue. So it always ends up blowing up in my face. It's very annoying for me. But not to the point. Either way, they do go down eventually. Eventually, I say. I think Quasimodo's the one who gives me the most trouble. Dashing Bonk. Pegasus headbutts the frontmost enemy, dealing true damage, removing all... Oh, no. A full-on nullify? Oh, man. As well as knockback and stun. Okay, that's... Does that also include stacks of hardy, or is it like... I don't know how that works, but either way, this is already, look, 2 moves in, and Pegasus is looking like he's gonna dominate. Absolutely. Which is great, because Pegasus, look at this model. This is such an excellent, whoops, my phone. This is an excellent model right here. That's just an excellent color right here. Like, it's got the nice white, followed by just a few subtle shades of blue. It's a very simple color palette, but it works so well on Pegasus. Pegasus's next 12 basic attacks deal true damage, knocking back and remove all buffs from enemies hit. You throw a speed buff on Pegasus, and he's gonna dominate, just with this skill alone. And this is just skill number 2. I shudder to think what the rest of his skills are. I read his skills, yet I've already forgotten them. Pegasus flies through... Oh, he also has one of these. Okay. He flies through all enemies, dealing... That's already 1,000,000 damage right there. What the heck? Normal damage to each enemy and reducing their movement and attack speed by 85% for 5 seconds. When Pegasus returns to his side of the battlefield, he gains... Oh, there it is. There's the speed buff. He decreases... He reduces your speed and increases his own by a ton. For 5 seconds, alongside 4 stacks of determination per enemy hit. While using this skill, Pegasus is untargetable and immune to say, okay, Pegasus, you're looking to be like the most meta-breaking character that's been introduced. Like every other character that's introduced, yes, they have sounded OP, but at the same time, they haven't really given... I mean, I guess when I do Creep Surge, no, that's not a good example. I lose to Creep Surge no matter what I'm up against. But most of the time, I felt like I can still take down my opponents, depending on what I am doing. But then what I'm seeing here, this is already like, oh no, how am I ever going to take out Pegasus? He just sounds invincible, and this is 3 skills in. 4th skill, Full of Adventure. When Pegasus uses a stack of determination... Sorry, wait, I haven't been doing it right. Determination! He cleanses himself, heals HP for a damage stat, so you just you give him some damage modules, and he's gonna be able to heal as well as deal damage. Deals 300% more damage to enemies that have any active buffs or debuffs. What? Broken. He attacks. He kills you whether you're debuffed or buffed. So he just deals 300% damage anyway, because everyone on this, there are so many other teammates who like start the match with, oh, enemies start out slow or enemies start out with shields, and Pegasus is just gonna murder them no matter who you are. Get Pegasus on your team, because I don't normally say this often, because I'm like, I usually say choose the character you like, because what's the point of playing this game if you're like, what if you want to use Randall or Audrey from Atlantis, but then let's say you can't use them because the meta says you have to use Zeus or Ariel. I mean, I use Zeus and Ariel because I want to use Zeus and Ariel. I like Ariel, and well, I didn't. It was okay. I guess Zeus. But I like Zeus, but it's not like I liked him enough to put him on my team. The only reason he's there is because he's OP. But Ariel and Hero and Vanellope, they're up there because I want to use them, not because they're meta relevant. Anyway, gains 400% armor in reality for 5 seconds. Pegasus can activate this skill once every 6 seconds. I would recommend, this character needs a nerf already. Move that to like every 12 seconds, because this Pegasus is already insanely OP. And now we get to the red skill, which is usually the most useless of the skills because no one really has enough coin, skill chips, and just regular hero chips to level up a red skill to the max. But then this one looks like it'll be okay anyway. Whimsical Whirlwind now reduces all enemies' armor and reality by a lot, alongside their basic damage. Skill power by 85%. Oh my gosh, Pegasus is just the do-it-all character. Take Flight now removes all active buffs on the enemy team and applies 5 stacks of... Oh, that's cheating. Pegasus is an outright cheater. When Pegasus removes a buff with any of his skills, he gains a shield for 400% of his max HP for 25 seconds. Each time Pegasus deals true damage, he gains Reflect for 6 seconds. Pegasus can reflect this way once every 7 seconds. Okay, Pegasus, you already need a nerf, and I haven't even seen you in combat yet. You're technically... No one has you yet, and I already know you need to be nerfed just by looking at these skills. OMG. OM Goose. OM whatever else starts with G. Gyarados. Gatorade. Gargamel. Ride or Fly. This is Hercules, and the other one is MX. Who starts with an MX? I can guess. Hang on. MX. Maximus. There it is. Of course. That's the other one. The horse. The 2 horses need to have a... Oh, it's even just a horse. That's the clue right there. Oh, that's great. Oh, I would... Usually I'm like... I would choose a friendship based on... Well, based on how powerful they are. But I also like to choose based on, like... Because I know that... Like, for in Minnie's case, I know the Miss Piggy friendship disc is probably better. But I want to do the Mickey friendship because it's Mickey and Minnie. Of course we're going to do them together. Anyway, Hercules, when Pegasus shields himself, he becomes energized and gains 60% move. Okay, that's already OP. For 10 seconds, while energized, Pegasus gains 100% extra energy each time he performs a basic attack. That one's OP. Sorry, OP, not OP. Armor to Pegasus and allies, reality as well, and skill power, while they have attack speed, increase a buff. Sorry, I read that wrong, sorry. And then as for this one, when Pegasus uses a stack of Determination, he reduces that movement and attack speed by 45% of the enemy who had their crit damage reduced by it for 20 seconds. Enemies lose... This one's more offensive, but really, I think with Pegasus already having fatigue and just removing all of their buffs in the same skill... I would just go for Hercules and just increase Pegasus' speed. Like, every time he gets a shield. You team this guy up with Ariel, he's going to have a permanent speed buff and is going to remove all of your buffs. Hercules and Pegasus are just going to make an unstoppable duo. And these are all just red skills. You can, Hero is immune. Hero is immune to slow for the first 6 seconds. When this hero is shielded, another buff for the shields. And heal shares. When this guy is healed, everyone else gets a heal. Battle Badge. No one cares about the Battle Badge, but if you do manage to charge it, Reflect is applied to two heroes. That one actually seems... Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. It's been a while since I've looked at a Battle Badge. When Reflect is applied to 2 heroes, And then if this is charged up, team shield 25% of max HP becomes a shield for heroes that last 10 seconds. Pegasus, you need a nerf immediately. Was I right? Yes, it is the horse and it is Hercules. Okay, Pegasus, you got something needs to be done because right now you are going to kill everyone. This horse is out for blood. There is. Oh wait, no, I can spar with you, can I? Yes, I can. Chat sparring. I don't even think it doesn't matter what it is. I'm just gonna throw him out there. Let's see his size comparison. Okay, that's a good size. Ariel still looks absolutely puny. Let's keep Ariel out here. Hercules, where are you? Baymax, you're one of the biggest characters. Oh, Baymax is just big. Kermit is. I don't like how Kermit is just seems. I know Ariel's crouching, but it really feels like Kermit is as big as Ariel. Perry, you should not be as big as Ariel either. You're still pretty big. Oh my gosh. If that's how big Perry is, if Phineas and Ferb come to the game, how big are they gonna... How big is Doofenshmirtz gonna be? Oh my gosh. Luca and Alberto. These are children, and they are taller than Ariel. I know Ariel's like 16, but my gosh, you're short. This monkey's a good size. Lee is probably very big. Lee Shang, sorry. Hercules, where are you? Come on. Oh, there you are. And Mega as well, just for funsies. Good sizes here. Ariel seems a bit out of... Now, Ariel seems in place here, but the moment I threw you next to, like, Vanellope or even Coco there, seemed big. Where's Coco? Coco, where are you? I passed you. You're here somewhere. There you are, Coco. No, it's... Oh, Miguel, sorry. It's been ages since I saw Coco. Your grandma's Coco. You are Miguel. You are too tall. Anyway, let's fight. Also, interestingly, there was a poll asking what franchise is. Oh, look at him strut in. I'll explain about the other thing later. This is going to be a pretty long video. Okay, yeah, that did nothing. And he's just going to murder him. That was just a basic attack. Yes, okay. So yes, there was a poll asking for what franchises we want to see in the future. Among those were 3 that I really, really wanted to be in the game to begin with. Gravity Falls, Amphibia, and the Owl House. Unfortunately, Amphibia is on the low side, but thankfully, with Gravity Falls is winning by a landslide. So, well, again, Amphibia is just my favorite show ever. And I do hope that when Gravity Falls is just going to be the gateway to introduce all these other shows, like, again, Amphibia and the Owl House. I also saw Encanto and more Coco. Coco's the one I want to talk about, because that was a good movie. So why the heck is Miguel the only character who got to come to the game? It's because, well, again, that's just how this thing works. You're more like I want to see characters like Dipper and Mabel, Anne, Luce, Molly McGee, but it's more likely that this game is going to prioritize Senior, or that Shrimp from the Muppets, over a main character from another franchise that's actually popular. Like, again, Sweetums came to the game. Like, I'm glad Sweetums is here. I know who that is, but compared to, like, he got in here before Mirabelle, that just seems a bit weird. It's just such a weird thing. Anyway, guys, that's where I'm gonna end it, because I'm out of things to say, and I just realized I haven't even done my morning Disney hero chores. I have to call them chores at this point, because I just run on autopilot at this point, where I just go around and let me just, okay. Thanks for watching. See you next time. This is a long episode. Goodbye.